is John from FlatCatGear. For the last couple of years, we've been working a lot with canister top stoves. These are probably the most popular stoves out on the backpacking trail. Working real hard to get the volume down, the weight down, the wind robustness down. Our latest example, this little fire maple that's been modified, is down to just under 150 grams for the total kit, but takes a lot of work. You know, this one is not available on the market, so you have to modify the stove yourself. You got to modify the pot yourself. You got to get all these configurations, but it works pretty well. Now, truth of the matter is, I probably wouldn't take this out backpacking, and a couple of reasons. Number one, I don't go solo backpacking. I'm backpacking with my wife, so this has got a volume, I think. Full volume of something like 630 milliliters. It's just not enough volume. I need to make 2 cups of coffee in the morning, some oatmeal. I also cook in my pot. So while this is a nice little system, it's just not workable for me. Solo, fine. If you're a solo backpacker and you're just going out and heating water, that's fine. I also tend to cook on the trail. So not quite the system for me. So this is more likely the system I'm going to take on the trail. Part of it is because of the volume. This is a fire maple G2. It's rated at 750 milliliters, but I think it's closer to a liter, something like that. So pot size works for me. Second thing, if you notice, I'm using a remote canister stove. And the reason I'm doing that is I can put a full wrap windscreen around this pretty easily. In fact, it turns out the Bobcat windscreen works ideally for this, and it's nice because it's stainless. It rolls up in a nice package. But you can use oven foil. You can use, you can buy a full-size windscreen from AliExpress for like $8 or something like that. And there's no excuses. Once you get a full wrap, you get ultimate protection. So let's quickly talk about weights. The funny thing about the G2, by comparison, here's the G3. The G2, just the mug itself, weighs less than the G3. G3 weighs 140 grams. The G2 weighs 138 grams. So stunningly, even though you've got that much more volume, weight's about the same. Now, fits perfectly on the Covia Spider. Covia Spider is not light. It's 170 grams. There are lighter remote stoves out there. I have the Fire Maple 117T, weighs about 100 grams. But there's 2 things that are perfect about the Covia Spider. Number one, the flame pattern matches perfectly with the bottom of the pot. It's great for HX pots, number one. Number two, the Covia Spider has an incredible amount of flame control. Probably the best of any of the remote stoves I've ever used. So I can go down to, it's easy to go down to a simmer, up to a heavy boil, light boil, whatever I want to do, I can do with the Covia Spider. Now, system weight wise, again, I can do a full wrap windscreen. In this case, I'm using the a Bobcat windscreen. This Bobcat has fuel line cutout, wind protection. The performance on this is outstanding. So let me show you a chart. In calm conditions, I can boil 500 milliliters of 68 degrees C water with just a hair over 5 grams of fuel. Now, the most impressive aspect of this is in an 8-mile-an-hour wind, I can boil those same 500 milliliters of water with just a little under 6 grams of fuel. So why the system is so beautiful is it's absolutely brain dead. I don't have to think about the effects of the wind. I just figured out my fuel consumption. It's going to take me 6 grams of fuel to boil, no matter what the conditions are. And so that gets completely off your plate. You don't have to worry about it. The other reason I like that, it's no fiddle factor. If you take a look at this cute little system, it's great. You got to do the upfront work of doing all the modifications, and then you need to add the You have to have the neoprene cozy and the windscreen, and the windscreen has to face into the wind. So you have to be careful of that. Also, the fuel consumption on a canister top stove with a windscreen is going to be dependent upon the wind. So how much wind is blowing, you have to take account of how much more fuel you need. This system, no fiddle factor. You don't have to modify the stove. You don't have to modify the pot. You do have to add a windscreen, but like I said, you can use oven foil if you want and make a full wrap because you're not going to affect the performance. So what you've got is stable performance across a broad range of winds and basically no fiddle factor. So come visit us at www.FlatCatGear.com.